Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Mukami the environmentalist. So today I want to talk about how do you get your first client when you're starting out as an associate expert. But before we get there, I want you to subscribe to my channel. Hit on that subscription word. There's a subscription somewhere down there. Somewhere you will see subscribe. Hit on that subscribe. Then you'll be subscribed to my channel. Then also, just next to the word subscribe, there's a bell notification. Click on that. That means anytime I post a video, you are notified that, hey, you know what? Mukami the environmentalist have posted a video. So you come and watch it when it is still hot. Then once you're done, let's get into it. How do we have been talking about getting started. I told you don't need a company. And I told you what you need when you're starting out. I said you need your papers. You also need your trust. You need to be trusted. You need to build trust. You need to build confidence. You need to build credibility and all these things. So now you have built these things. You're in the process of building them because either you have been working with a lead expert. Apparently, most probably an expert who is active. There are experts who are practicing, but they have other 3 businesses they are running. So this part-time, you need to look for an expert who is, serving the purpose you look them up for. You need to look for a lead expert who is active, a lead expert who is involving you in his job. So we shall talk about that. I'll make a video on what you need to look for when you're looking for a lead expert. But now I want us to see how do you get your first client as an associate environmental expert. Remember, like I said, you are working under a lead expert. And you know what happens? If they get their job, they are not going to chotea you anything. So you need to, most probably, not all, most probably. So you need to get a job for yourself. And anyway, that is the fair way. You don't expect to sit and then somebody gets a job and then they're going to chotea you something. You need to look for your clients. You need to also build the confidence, build the trust, get somebody, start out. You need to start by, of course, getting the first client. So how do you land your first client? So let me tell you how I got my first client. Like I told you, immediately after school, by the way, I had started out on insurance. My friend, due respect to those guys who go around selling insurance policies, due respect, no heart for you guys. I did that, but that was a very, very important phase in my life. When I was there, I did not appreciate. I hope my boss then is not going to watch this video because I did not put the slightest effort in trying to push the products, the insurance products. By the way, I was selling with AAR. So if you're watching this and you have AAR or you are a member of AAR, comment down and give this a video a thumbs up. Comment down. So I did not appreciate the sale process. But at least I went through the sale process. I was taught how to sell. We went for training, for seminars. So I got some background in sales. And then immediately I realized this is not what I want to do in life because professionally I had done environmental science and I wanted to get busy with my environmental career. So I decided to go to NEMA and I was so lucky. I thank God I got a chance to be at a NEMA office. So I worked at the NEMA office for quite some time, about 2 years. And when I was there, let me tell you, I lived like I will never live tomorrow. Not every day, of course. You know, life happens. Sometimes you lose focus. Sometimes you're so focused. So the main reason why I quit insurance and decided to go to an environmental field or to jobs or careers that are in my field is because I really wanted to do this. This is what I like doing. Environment is my thing. Environment is what I want to do. So I needed to learn the basics. Where do you start? I was also stuck. You don't know an expert. Where do you start? How do you even get clients? When you're starting out, you don't even know that as an associate, when you get a report, you need a lead expert to sign for you. I didn't know. But lucky enough, I did not start out practicing. I started out in the office where I did all sorts of jobs, my friends. I did funny and odd jobs. But my aim was to be in the office, to understand what happens. My friend, I had a chance to interact with reports. I had chances to interact with different clients who came to ask for advice in the office, clients who came to submit reports, clients who came to bring up complaints, clients of all type. The good clients, the naughty clients, the disturbing client. I was able to handle all these clients at the NEMA office. And now these are special category of clients, because if you're coming to a NEMA office, you're coming because you have a problem or a complaint or something. You're seeking for information that is in the environmental field. So I was able to interact with problems, to interact with questions, to interact with concerns that different people raised. So I was able to advise them. I was able to, as you're advising them, you're also learning. Because if you're not sure what to tell them, there's an officer who is going to advise this client, so you learn. Then I met experts who came to the office to submit the reports. I met different experts, lead experts, associate experts, firm of experts. I interacted with all these. I interacted with different reports from different places in this country. I interacted with so many reports, both environmental reports. I interacted with environmental audit reports. I interacted with different licensing requirements, different licensing. So I was able to get to know all these things. I thank God for the chance I got at NEMA, because that is how I was able to jumpstart myself as a consultant. I got my confidence because I know I have been in the office. I have given clients this advice that they need. So until I got confident and I felt, yes, I can now be able to provide solutions to my clients. Now, how I got my first client is that they come to the office. So I was lucky to be where clients came to seek solutions. I was lucky. And that is why in my previous video, I told you, when you're starting out, to get yourself a job. Not necessarily with NEMA. You could work for a firm of experts or an environmental company, or just a lead expert who is going out and who is active and calls you once in a while to go and meet clients or to go and help him with public participation. You get to meet different people. You get to listen to them. When you meet them, ask questions. Listen to their environmental concerns, because you want to show these people you meet that you are an expert, that you know that you can provide solutions. So that the next time they have an environmental problem or they need an environmental expert, they remember of you. So provide value to the people you meet. You never know who is your first client. So I was just in the office. I was giving people advice. Whoever came to the office with different complaints, different concerns, I would give my all when explaining. And funny enough, one day, just in the office, an expert came and he was seeking for consultants for advice, or seeking for some advice. And I didn't know he's an expert. I didn't know. People who come to the office, you never know who they are. So treat everybody well. So they came and I gave him the best I could, the best of the advice I had for myself. I used to go home tired of speaking, tired of trying to advise people, trying to preach this gospel of environmental conservation. So I did it, and then later he picked my number. He was later said, I'm an expert. I have a client. He was not from the area where I was employed, so he was from a different place. And later, within about a week or so, he called me and told me, I have a client in your county where you're working, and I want to come to site on Saturday. Will you be available? And of course, I was available, and I went to site. And because of how I had presented myself in the office, like this person who knows, and so he came to site. He introduced me as a partner, an environmental consultant who is assisting him. And I was, of course, this is the first job, so you're not confident. So you know, adrenaline rush. So, but then later, we did the job, we did the assessments, and he left me the job. He was like, now I'm very busy and I cannot be able to sit and do this report. Will you like the report? I was like, of course, yes. So I sat down, I did the report, and then I sent him. He went through, he made a few changes here and there where he wanted, and then I did the changes and sent him the final document, and he went through the document and it was okay, and we submitted. And after submission, I took the client copy and the acknowledgement letter. I took them to the client. I took them back to the client. So when I took them to the client, I met the office, the manager there, and they were very excited. The job was very fast and was successful. And of course, they picked my number and they wanted me to keep visiting them to see how they are doing. And now they thought I was this officer who have to keep coming and advising them, and they would call when they have a problem. Is our license ready? And the license was out, and took the license back to them. And I had built a rapport with that client, the specific client. Now, that was my first client. Of course, the lead expert was fair. He gave me, choteaed me some cash. So what happened now? After a few, with time, that client whom I interacted with directly now wanted an environmental audit for the same facility. So they know me as that person who delivered very fast, that person who did things, who gave them advice, who went there to see. And so they call me. When they have a friend who wants to build in another county, they call you. So that is how you build your clients. That is how you meet your client, That is how you meet your first client. You never know where they are going to be. One just found me when I was busy advising people, busy doing my job, because I enjoyed, and I had gone there with an intention of learning, an intention of knowing what happens, because that is what I wanted to do. So please, if you're starting out, make sure this is what you want to do. Please don't start out looking for money. Don't start out looking for money. Start out wanting to build a brand. And that is the story of how I met my first client. And of course, then later with time, every now I would serve a client, they pick my contact, and then later they would call me. A friend of mine wants to build. How does this happen? How does this happen? And then you would advise them, and later they want to buy from you. You get what I'm saying? Then the next time they have given your number to somebody else who has a problem, they call, you advise them, and then you take them step by step until finally they buy your service. So that is how I landed my first client as an environmental consultant. And of course, that client was a successful one. It's a company, and we're still good friends. And I thank God that I met them, because they happened to be my first client. I am not even sure they are aware they were my first client. So this is just to tell you, just an encouragement. Don't you worry, clients will come. Clients will come. The first client is the most important one. Not necessarily the most important, but first clients. The first clients, say for example your first year of operation. The clients you get in your first year of operations are very important, because these are the clients who are going to refer you. My main source of clients is referrals as well as network. You have been invited to a site, you go do an assessment, you find several people there, you interact with them, and then you know them, and then the next time they are going to invite you to their place, you see, then they're going to refer you. So the main source of clients is referral, very important, and also network, know people. And of course, as an environmental consultant, you need to know your architects, know the contractors, know the engineers, know the physical planners, though the national construction officers. These are the people who are around, who get around your clients. So know them, connect with them, and yeah, those two, very important. And of course, this is when you're beginning. As now you meet your clients. As you're meeting them, make sure to build your brand. How you build your brand is by how you're serving them. For example, if they know you good, you deliver in time, you do a good job, you provide solutions, then they can be able to refer you. So before we speak forever, I'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me how you get your clients. How do you land your clients? Let me know. I would love to know how you get your clients. Give this video a thumbs up, like, and share. And I'll see you in the next video.